So should I talk about my dreams of global domination?
That'd be totally badass.
I think it's a great idea.
We're ready for them.
Let's do it, yeah.
Just kidding. I don't have them.
Avant Garden is the best thing that's happened to Cullowhee since sliced bread.
It's crazy.
That's all you needed to hear.
It's creating community here in Cullowhee, and that's what we need first and foremost.
It's all really flashy.
I love this place.
I'm trying to basically broadcast as much seed as possible. Throw the seed down when Mother Nature would throw it down. Prepare everything to overwinter, and then it'll grow. My name is Kurt Collins. I'm 37 years old. I'm a former Western Carolina University student in nutrition and dietetics, and I am a partner in the ownership of Avant Garden Farm and Venue in Cullowhee, North Carolina.
Kurt's a character.
The corn is bleeding!
Yeah, he was awesome. He's just super enthusiastic and pretty humble and solid about what he's doing. He feels that fire inside of him to make this, you know.
It's an organic farm, roughly 3/4 of an acre, and a very beginning events venue. We can comfortably seat 800 people. We could probably max out at close to 1,000. We're hosting the Cullowhee Happening. The big point is just to bring people together for various reasons, to have a good time, to build a little community, doing a little networking.
The farm's possibilities are endless. I mean, they're endless to the point of our infrastructure, to our outreach, to our impact in the community. We have a chance here to really make something unique.
Gonna build me a log cabin on the mountain steep and high, so that I can see my honey babe when she goes a walking by.
Pretty amazing to see what a piece of land can produce, like no matter what the size of it is. You can really do a lot with just a little. I've been helping Kurt down here for a year and a half, I'd say.
It's always hard work, but at the same time being out here and being surrounded by such beautiful nature, and it's really relaxing. And then when you get to, you know, dig up the things that you've planted, it's amazing seeing how your work can pay off and how you can create something so delicious, you know.
My horses ain't hungry, and they won't eat all your hay. And I drive 'em a little further, and I feed 'em on the way.
My partner is Preston Jacobson. Local Yokel Weather is his business, and he's been doing that for a couple years. And actually, I started out with another partner. 3 years ago when Avant Garden began, I partnered up with a gentleman who lived here, and the two of us broke this property down from a completely wild area into what it is today.
How did I meet Kurt?
Preston and I met a little bit over a year ago.
They were getting prepared for the happening.
I went up into the horse stall, didn't know yellow jackets were in there, stepped on the hay, and they did not like it. And so they lit up my left leg, and it swelled up. So he and a couple other people helped me out tremendously by doing a lot of the grunt work for me.
They needed help mowing the lawn, so I was like, hell, I know how to mow the lawn. And I mowed it with him and talked about what he's doing here.
And he basically just offered to join me on some level. And so we started talking about some kind of a partnership.
I kind of bring of a science kind of standpoint, sustainability, if you will. And he kind of liked that, but I definitely had to push some things on him to get him attached to my idea too.
Preston is super encouraging, I feel like. He's full of ideas, and like, it's just like come on, let's do it, yeah.
I'm always thinking ways to make money, and Kurt's always thinking of ways to kind of make things better. I try to say I bring one big thing to the farm, and then Kurt hands me something right back that I like as much as well, and he changes me, so.
Learn something new every day.
I think they work well together, as far as like a business goes. You know, Preston's like into the venue side and Kurt's into the garden side.
I grow seed into plants and grow plants into fruit and then harvest the fruit and sell it at the Jackson County Farmers Market as well as to most of the restaurants in Cullowhee and a few of the restaurants in Silva.
During the summer, he brought some of his produce in and we created the harvest burrito, which we got a lot of good comments on that.
I do my best to keep my prices low so it's not like, oh, organic vegetables too expensive, you know, which is understandable because a lot of times they are. Do composting to fertilize, a no-till method. So instead of tilling, I am basically killing off the ground cover, which then invites earthworms, protozoa, bacteria, and things like that to till for you. What we are about to do is plant wild strawberries. They're not the strawberry you usually will find in a grocery store.
One of the tough things about having an organic garden is not using things like pesticides and fungicides because you do lose a lot of your crop, but you know, when you taste that all natural, like it's a million times better than something you buy in the grocery store.
It's just so delicious because it's so fresh and it wasn't bred to sit on a shelf and be transported, which is what a lot of the stuff in the grocery store has really been bred for instead of for flavor.
Plants are like people, and they react to danger and love and pain just like people do. And they play and they sleep, and they make babies.
It's very full circle out here. An average day when the weather's warm, in the cool morning hours, I like to do work that's a little more strenuous.
My favorite thing to do is definitely probably going to be planting, just because the miracle of the seed is just so cool, you know.
Any work in the woods or in the water, heat of the day, it's perfect time. And then when it cools down a little bit, I come back to planting plants and planting seed and strawing beds and turning the compost. I don't really have a routine.
There's always something to be done in a garden.
For the most part, I haven't figured out how to get away from that yet.
Kurt grows a lot of really unique vegetables out here, stuff that you don't normally see.
Gigantic clove.
Just weird looking squashes, pumpkins, all variety of tomatoes, peppers, garlic.
Let's pull a daikon radish and see what one looks like. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness, are you serious?
Nature's pretty incredible.
Hey, we're on a mission.
We're on a mission from God.
Cullowhee 2010.
The event venue is something that I feel like is needed.
I think it's an awesome idea.
There's a vacuum of entertainment in Cullowhee.
We don't want to go to Asheville all the time for shows, and Cullowhee can represent and fill this place.
We've got so much local culture, so much local art and music and dance and theater. And there's very, very few places for these things to be presented.
Celebrated.
Cullowhee, as far as the town goes, I feel like isn't all that like together, as far as like coming together.
Right now, we're at this very unique time where, you know, we live in an area that's not incorporated yet has thousands of residents, has many businesses, has a gigantic campus with thousands of students, and yet no town. We're hoping to change that.
I want the farm to be a landmark in the community for entertainment, for community involvement.
For artistic expression, for networking.
Bringing in local music is definitely something that he's got potential for.
Western Carolina is a great creative arts university, and students may have ideas and may have projects in the works and not be able to get them out on the fine and performing arts or another auditorium somewhere on campus. And so we're hoping to be able to be there for students, to have an outdoor venue as well as for anybody. The goal is to build a real stage, get a real sound system, get some basic lighting, and have a website where people can buy tickets.
It's going to be awesome.
In order to be sustainable, we need a sustainable community. So many people donate time to come out here and work.
You know, just to have that regular help, it's like really encouraging and really inspiring and really motivating, and I feel like that's what happens down here when all these people come out and are excited about what you're doing.
The farm pretty much survives on the kindness of others. I've had donated plants, donated seed, as well as donated materials, donated tools. The disc golf baskets we have are donated, the night is donated, the giant sculpture is donated, tents are donated, boat was donated.
This year we've had 10 times the amount of people we had last year coming out to volunteer. Western classes are actually kind of building some of their trips around what we do here. That's more on the organic farm side with Kurt and his nutrition background. But needless to say, that's still kind of touching both Western and Cullowhee as a whole.
It's like a community project.
A constant community project.
We like to support local businesses because we are a local business here and we're small. And you know, that's one of the great things about Western North Carolina. Everything is keep it local.
Can we make this area as strong as possible? We've been talking about the idea of just taking communal living kind of thought into life in general. You know, it's like maybe we could do something locally to secure this area so this area has a thriving economy.
I think Kurt's got a really great idea. He's really supportive of, you know, having the community grow.
We don't have to go somewhere and move away from everybody and isolate ourselves to create this community that's productive, and we can just do it right here. You know, we talk to your neighbors and nobody has to move. You can start, you know, turning your houses into as self-sufficient places as possible, growing as much of your own food as possible, trading your services with each other. You know, like I don't know anything about computers, but I've got one, so I'm gonna need help with it. And I've got no problem with trading food to somebody. Avant gardening can be a huge part of the economic stimulus in Cullowhee by bringing in money, bringing in people. You know, if a few hundred people come here to watch a show, they're gonna eat at local restaurants. They're probably gonna stay, some of them, in a local hotel. The community stimulus that Avant Garden offers, you know, a large area for people to come together to discuss anything, to relax, to let go.
It's good to have a place to come to where you can just chill after a day at school.
Plus then, you know, people that come here for an event here that have never been to this area might choose to move here.
We need this to be the epicenter, the seed. That's maybe a good pun, you know, to have this be the seed of what could be a really fruitful community.
Avant Garden will be available to family reunions, weddings, Boy Scout jamborees, Girl Scouts, you know, department meetings from Western fraternities that need a good space, you know, anyone.
Today we're out here exploring the movement of flow toys, skill toys, flow arts. You can literally show your life through the art. It's such a unique style. It brings out parts of yourself that you had no clue were even there. You know, it's Jedi madness.
We have one rule that we tell people: we're open.
I knew that I wanted to do something that I could do for a long period of time that fulfilled my desires to produce, I guess.
He encourages people to come out and see his produce. He wants them to see where it grows and how it's grown. I encourage them to come out and see what we do. And there's always work to be done. There's no shortage of work. So if they want to get in contact, avantgardenorganicfarm@gmail.com. They can always stop by, leave notes. We've had several people do that. So again, we're open and we're ready for them.
Many people have come out here to help make the farm happen, make the venue happen.
And give it up to the farm.
Beautiful thing happening here. Beautiful thing. Indeed.
Oh, y'all feel that? Ground now.
Street, hold down that bass.